How funny is Kevin Hart? Hello, welcome back to Luxury Life, where we talk about the luxurious lifestyles of the rich and famous. In today's video, we are going to take a quick look at Kevin Hart and maybe discover the reason why everyone seems to always find him funny. If you enjoy watching our videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you get updated whenever we upload new videos. In today's video, we are going to take a look at the life of the famous comedian and actor, Kevin Hart. How funny is Kevin Hart? Let's find out. Kevin Hart began performing stand-up comedy shortly after graduating from high school, ultimately moving on to larger venues in New York and Los Angeles. I'm a Grown Little Man. His debut stand-up CD was released in 2009. His 2011 tour, Laugh at My Pain, grossed $15 million, and Hart has subsequently gone on to major Hollywood success, acting in comedies such as Think Like a Man, About Last Night, Get Hard, Central Intelligence, and 2 Jumanji films. Hart was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on July 6, 1979. Hart, the younger of 2 sons, was raised by his mother, Nancy, who became a single parent as a result of her husband's ongoing problems with cocaine and the authorities. Hart's father, Henry Hart, was in and out of jail for much of his youth and was rarely around. The young Hart used comedy as a coping technique to deal with the sadness of his childhood. Since then, Henry has cleaned up his act, and father and son have reconciled. The experience of those trying years would subsequently inspire much of Hart's comedy. The gags originate from a true experience. He has remarked of his stand-up. Hart was infatuated with stand-up comedy and comedians in general as a child, citing Chris Tucker and J.B. Smoove as major influences. Hart relocated to New York City after graduating from high school and then to Brockton, Massachusetts. But it was while working as a shoe salesman in his hometown of Philadelphia that Hart's stand-up career took off. It was a shaky start. For a period, Hart pounded the streets in various tiny comedy clubs under the stage moniker Lil Kev the Bastard. Few people saw Hart, and those who didn't think he was very humorous. "I was trying to be everything," he once said. "I was very perplexed. I had no idea what to do." Hart began performing under his own name and crafting material based on real-life events with the help of Keith Robinson, a veteran comedian who began mentoring the younger comic. Success ultimately arrived. He began performing regularly in venues around the country after winning many amateur stand-up competitions. Hart's comedic style has been compared to that of the 4 kings of comedy, including aspects of Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, D.L. Hewley, and Bernie Mac. As Hart's stand-up career grew in popularity, ABC gave him his own comedy, The Big House. In the program, Hart played himself, a prosperous young man who was forced to leave his home in Hawaii and live with distant relatives in Philadelphia after becoming involved in an embezzlement scam. The sitcom was terminated after only 6 episodes because the bizarre premise failed to connect with fans. Hart rapidly recovered after this downfall. I'm a Little Grown Man, his debut stand-up CD, was released in 2006, solidifying his place as one of comedy's top young performers. Seriously Funny, his second album, was even more successful 4 years later. However, it was Hart's 2011 Laugh at My Pain tour, which was eventually converted into a concert documentary, that catapulted him to stardom. As the title indicates, Hart dug deep into his own personal past for content, from his mother's death from cancer to his relatives' peculiar conduct. "All okay, all right," his recurrent statement, immediately became a beloved catchphrase among viewers. Laugh at My Pain was one of the year's most successful comedy tours, covering 90 cities and grossing $15 million. Hart was in an automobile accident in Calabasas, California, early on September 1, 2019. According to sources, the comedian was a passenger in his 1970 Plymouth Barracuda when the driver, Jared Black, lost control on the notoriously dangerous Mulholland Highway, throwing the car off the road and over an embankment. Both were sent to adjacent hospitals for treatment, with Hart requiring emergency back surgery. The comedian made his first public appearance since the accident in late October, when he was sighted at a Beverly Hills restaurant with Jay-Z and other pals. The next week, he released an Instagram video of his recovery activities, along with remarks on how his outlook in life had altered. Hart married comedian Torrey Hart in 2003. Heavenly and Hendrix are the couple's 2 children from their divorce. Hart proposed to model Annika Parrish in 2014, and the couple married 2 years later. In 2017, the couple had a son, Kenzo Cash. Hart admits to being unfaithful to Parrish shortly after the birth of his son. According to internet sources, Kevin Hart is worth $215 million. Kevin Hart is a car enthusiast, and for his 40th birthday, he purchased an $800,000 custom-built 1970 Plymouth Barracuda from Speed Core. Hart gave himself a Ferrari 488 valued at around $300,000 the previous year. His prized automobiles are meticulously stored in his 900-plus square foot garage, which has a 250 square foot, second-story pool house above, and cost him over $170,000. Aside from that, it's been reported that Hart spent $1.35 million on a 26-acre tract of land in an elite Calabasas gated enclave. His previous Tarzana home was acquired in April 2012 for just under $2 million. Aside from automobiles, vacations, and homes, he has a penchant for luxury timepieces. He has 6 Rolex watches in his luxury watch collection, which totals 16 timepieces. Some people don't find Kevin Hart funny at all, but comedy is an acquired taste, and with Kevin's amassed wealth through his comedic acts, funny equates to money. And that's it for today's video. We hope you liked what you watched. Feel free to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button so you get updated whenever we post new videos. Luxury Life is on Facebook too. Don't forget to follow and like our official Facebook page. See you in our next video.